So is it clear to you? Buffer means a solution which resists the change in pH by adding a small amount of acid or a small amount of base to that. That is called buffer solution. The best example of buffer solution is our blood. Our blood is buffer solution. pH of the blood is more than 7, 7.4 almost, 7.35 or to 7.4. This is basic buffer. Its pH is more than 7, that's why it is basic. Blood is basic. Sometimes we use acidic food, acidic drink like lemon juice we are using, but our body pH is not going to change because of that. Sometimes we use a basic food. Some food items are basic in nature, some vegetables are basic in nature. Our pH, our blood pH is not going to change. So it is a buffer and resists the change of pH of the body of the blood by adding a small amount of acidic food or a small amount of basic food. That is the buffer. In the same way, when we suffer from stomach problem, some indigestion problem due to sometimes we take more food, if it is quite tasty and somewhat a different type, then we go for one more bite or one more item we can take, and then we feel some stomach problem, stomach ache, and that is because of the excess release of acid to digest the extra food. If it is sometime oily, we take much oily food. In winter it is not problem, but in summer season we feel this problem. When we take much oily food infrequently, then we feel a stomach problem, stomach ache. That is because of the excess release of acid. And in this condition, the doctor prescribed us to give the buffer solution. He gave us two buffer solution. This buffer solution, that is the medicine, whatever Eno, Diazine or whatever the medicines are given, these are the buffer. They are working as a buffer solution when they are dissolved in stomach. So this buffer is going to control the pH of stomach. That is the buffering action. So these buffering action are related to our life also and in industry also. So many substances are there which when we add a small amount of acid in that or a small amount of base in that, there is no change in pH. That is called buffer solution. Definition clear? Its definition part is a solution which resist means not allowed to make any change, which resists the change in pH on addition of a small amount of acid or a small amount of base. That is the buffer solution. Let us take some examples and how this buffer solution is working. The types of buffer. Buffers are basically two types: acidic buffer and basic buffer. Neutral buffer is also there, but that is not that much useful. Basically two types. Acidic buffer. The first type is acidic buffer. An acidic buffer is prepared by dissolving weak acid and its strong salt in the proper solvent. We have to take the solvent, maybe water. We prepare aqueous solution of dilute acid and it's a strong salt. It's a salt with a strong base, that is a strong salt. Like a CH3. Okay, let me write here. CH3COOH. What is the name of this acid, bachcho? CH3COOH. What is the name of this acid?
Acetic acid.
Acetic acid. Yes, acetic acid. CH3COOH. What is the IUPAC name? आपने पढ़ा नहीं है, 10th में थोड़ा बहुत आइडिया है. Can you tell its IUPAC name? For carboxylic we call oic acid. Two carbon atoms. Ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid. Okay. It is going to ionize to provide CH3CO minus plus H positive hydrogen ion, partial ionization, because it is weak acid. Weak acid. Then we are going to add a salt of this acid with a strong base, like NaOH. NaOH and acetic acid salt is CH3COONa. The salt of this acid with a strong base, that is the salt taken, and this is CH3COONa. When acetic acid and NaOH combine, acetic acid is the acid here, NaOH is the strong base. Combine here, it forms sodium acetate. This ionizes completely to form CH3CO minus plus Na positive. This is called buffer. This is the acidic buffer. Okay, beta? How is it going to work when we add a small amount of acid or a small amount of base? This has certain pH. Hydrogen ion concentration is fixed in that solution. That's why it has certain pH. When we add a small amount of HCl, it is a strong acid. A small amount of HCl is added. This is going to form Cl minus plus H plus. इस H को नीचे रखने के लिए हमने इस H को बाद में लिखा. Anyway, we can write it. This Cl minus and H plus. In this way, we have added some more hydrogen ion in this solution. This HCl is added in this acidic buffer. In this way, we have added one of the product of this equilibrium reaction, and this equilibrium will shift in backward direction to minimize this effect made in the form of HCl. HCl is added. We have added hydrogen ion concentration here. In this way, the product concentration is more than the reactant. Equilibrium is not there. To attain equilibrium again, this is going to shift in backward direction, and then equilibrium constant is remain same. And hydrogen ion concentration is also remain same. Whatever hydrogen added in the form of HCl, that hydrogen is being converted into unionized acetic acid. In this way, pH of this solution is remain same by adding small amount of this strong acid. This is called the buffering action. Okay, beta? The question they are asking, what do you mean by buffer solution? Explain the best buffering action of acidic buffer. ऐसे double question होते हैं, one definition part and one its application part. What is buffer solution, and explain the buffering action of acidic buffer. This is the explanation. When we add HCl to this buffer, whatever hydrogen ion exceeds in the solution, this hydrogen ion going to combine with the acetate ion here and form the unionized acetic acid. And in this way, hydrogen ion concentration is remain same, and the pH of solution is unchanged. This is the buffering action of this acidic buffer. कुछ समझ में आए? Is it okay? Is it clear to you? Let us go for the basic buffer. If we add NaOH, sodium hydroxide, a strong base, NaOH is added to this. This NaOH is going to ionize to give Na positive plus OH minus. Now we are going to talk about this base effect. We have added OH minus in this solution, and this OH minus and H plus combine together to form H2O. Acid and base neutralization takes place. This is acidic buffer. We are adding base, then neutralization will take place and it will form H2O. In this way, this product concentration going to decrease in this buffer solution. H positive ion concentration decreases. The equilibrium constant is not at equilibrium. This reaction is not at equilibrium because product concentration is decreased. To maintain this concentration, this equilibrium going to change, going to shift in forward direction. When the base is added, this equilibrium shifted in forward direction to recover the loss of hydrogen ion. Whatever OH is added, that is going to neutralize H positive into H2O. In this way, hydrogen ion concentration decreases. And when the reaction shift in backward direction due to decrease in concentration of the product, it recovers the hydrogen ion concentration. That is the buffering action of acidic buffer when we add a strong base in that. This is effective up to some extent only. If you add extra amount, much amount of acid or base, this is not going to work. Up to some extent, it is working. Medicines, so many medicines, they are working as buffer, especially the medicine related to stomach or digestion. They are the buffer of different substances. Okay, beta? So this is the buffering action of that. आपको लगेगा, what is the role of this person? CH3CONA. He is not going to work anything. While added HCl, there is no role of this. While added base, what is the role of this person, this man? Ideally, say he is present there without any work. Then what is the need of sodium acetate in that? It controls the ionization of this weak acid, common ion effect. Here the common ion effect is also responsible. This CH3CONO is a strong electrolyte, strong salt, provides a common ion CH3CO minus. And this checks the ionization of weak electrolyte acetic acid. It is a traffic policeman. It controls the reaction, whether it is going to shift in backward or forward. This is controlled by sodium acetate. This is a traffic police. It is like that in that solution, that system. It is a controlling person. It controls the whole process, buffering action of the buffer solution. Okay, beta, clear hua? Adhyans, Aman, Chetan. Is it clear? What is buffer? What is the meaning of buffer? What is the buffering action of acidic buffer? With these two examples, I have tried to explain that. कुछ समझ में आई बात? इस बेटा रिस्पॉन्स, नहीं तो फिर लगेगा हमने कि शायद अच्छे से नहीं बताया हमने आपको. अध्यांश, भूमिका, is it clear to you, beta? Anyone? Am I audible to you? Yes, beta.
Yes, sir.
मेरी आवाज आ रही है आपको?
Yes. Yes.
You can type it whether is it clear or not, because these are some technical words. If it is not clear to you, it will be difficult to understand from the textbook or side book से. थोड़ा दिक्कत आएगी वहां, ज्यादा टाइम लगेगा, इसलिए इसे समझना जरूरी है कंसेप्ट को. Let me take once again. Buffer means a solution which resists or which is not going to allow the change in pH by adding a small amount of acid or base. That is the buffer. Blood is the example of acidic buffer. Blood is the example of natural buffer. When we use lemon juice or any basic food, pH of the blood is not going to change. It is a buffer. Here is the synthetic, artificial. Acidic buffer means it is the solution of weak acid and it's a salt with strong base like NaOH. And this is the solution. Sodium acid, this acetic acid ionizes partially, sodium acetate ionizes completely because it is weak. It is weak electrolyte, it is strong electrolyte. When we add acid to this solution, this H positive concentration increases in the product side, therefore this equilibrium shift in backward direction. And in this way, whatever excess H ion is added to the solution, that is going to minimize because of the backward reaction. In this way, pH is unaffected. When we add NaOH in this solution, this OH minus ion neutralizing H positive and going to form H2O. That is neutralization reaction. It is acidic buffer. We are using a base. Neutralization takes place, and in this way, loss of H positive going on. And this loss is recovered by shifting this equilibrium in the forward direction. And there is no change in pH of the solution. That is the buffering action of acidic buffer. Okay, beta? Now, another example, basic buffer. The second type is basic buffer. Second type is a basic buffer. Just like acidic buffer, we have used the weak acid. Here we have to use weak base. Weak base and it's a salt. Weak base like ammonium hydroxide. NH4OH is a weak base. It is going to ionize partially to form NH4 positive plus OH minus. Okay, beta? Weak electrolyte, weak base, partial ionization. This is clarified by this symbol, reversible symbol. And it's a strong salt with, it's a salt with strong acid. Strong acid like HCl. It's a salt with HCl, it will be NH4Cl. When NH4OH combines with HCl, we get NH4Cl as a strong salt. The concept is weak base and it's a strong salt with strong acid, or it's a salt with strong acid. That is enough. Strong salt with, it's a salt with strong acid. Going to ionize completely to form NH4 positive plus Cl minus. This is a buffer. What is the pH of this buffer? Because of OH minus ion in the solution, its pH will be more than 7. It is basic in nature. That's why it is called basic buffer. Okay, beta? Now, let us see its buffering action. Role of NH4Cl. It controls the ionization of NH4OH. Common ion effect. Because of the common ion effect, there is no much more ionization. It is organized by the concentration of NH4Cl. This is the controlling person. Now, if we add HCl in this solution, which ionizes to give Cl minus plus H positive, a small amount of HCl, few milliliter of HCl is added in that solution. Hydrogen ion furnished by this HCl. This hydrogen ion along with OH minus ion combine to form H2O. It is going to form water. Neutralization takes place. H positive added and OH is already there. They combine to form H2O. Neutralization takes place. In this way, OH ion concentration decreased and its pH is going to change. But this equilibrium, this will shift in forward direction to recover the loss of OH minus. In this way, pH of the solution is remain same. It is not going to change. This is the buffering action of basic buffer. Here OH minus already present. We are adding H positive. Neutralization will take place and this equilibrium will shift in forward direction. This is the simple concept of this buffering action. Okay, beta? In our stomach, when more HCl is released because of the excess food, because of the fatty food, we need buffer solution in the form of ENO, in the form of gelusil, in the form of some other compounds. They are the hydroxides of metals, aluminium hydroxide. This aluminium hydroxide work as buffer. The gel which is available, the tablets which is available for this purpose is the hydroxides of some metals and like aluminium hydroxide. It is going to neutralize the acid. Here it is. So this is the buffering action of this basic buffer when acid is added. Let us see the second effect. If we add a small amount of NaOH, sodium hydroxide, then what change is going on? It is going to form Na positive and OH minus. In the exam, when you are taking both the concept to explain, at a time take one, and while explaining NaOH, please rub with this one. You have to draw the second diagram to explain the second. Let me rub this also. Otherwise, there will be confusion. We have to use two diagrams while explaining these two effects. Here is buffer. We have added NaOH, strong base. This is strong base. This OH, in this way, OH ion concentration going to increase. Here is OH and OH. OH ion concentration increases in the solution. In this way, there is no equilibrium maintained because product concentration is more. Equilibrium constant is going to change. The value of K is going to change, means equilibrium is disturbed, and the reaction is going to shift in such a way that there is no change in the equilibrium constant. Indirectly, we have increased the concentration of product. Therefore, according to Le-Chatelier's principle, when concentration of the product is increased, equilibrium will shift in backward direction to minimize this effect of the change. Therefore, this equilibrium will shift in backward direction. Means NH4OH, NH4 positive, OH minus, they combine together to form NH4OH, which is there in the solution itself, but unionized form. And in this way, OH ion concentration is decreased and pH of the solution is remain same. Okay, beta? Clear हुआ ये concept? Buffering action of basic buffer. Again, the role of NH4Cl, it controls the direction of this reaction. It is the just like a traffic police, a traffic man. Traffic police is control the path of this equilibrium. It is shifted to which direction. It controls the ionization of NH4OH. So these are the important topics: buffer solution, common ion effect, and solubility product. They are asking the question on that. Explain this property with suitable examples. In that way, you have to explain. Okay, beta? Any query, any doubt regarding this? Is it clear to you? तन्मय, समझ में आया बेटा?
Yes.
समझ में आया ये कंसेप्ट बफर सॉल्यूशन, बफर एक्शन? पूजा, अमन, बोलो बेटा. अब जब तक आप लोग रिस्पांस नहीं दोगे तो हमें कैसे लगेगा कि मैं कुछ पढ़ा भी रहा हूँ कि नहीं पढ़ा रहा हूँ. आपको जो चीजें बता रहे हैं वो काम की हैं, क्लियर है, ये सब चीजें जरूरी हैं. Okay, so this is about this lesson. In this lesson, this much part you have to study. It is a big lesson and very important lesson for knowledge point of view as well as for different exams point of view. Competitive exams, so many questions they are asking from this lesson. Okay, I have brought today textbook to see some exercise questions. Let us take that question, some exercise questions, and if particular question you need to discuss, I can take that question also. Here, a very basic thing. Question number 1. Please open the textbook. If you are having, open the textbook. Please keep it ready with you always. Whatever subject is going on, it's one book should be with you. Textbook. Question number 7.1. A liquid is in equilibrium with its vapor in a sealed container. Let me draw the diagram of this question, then it will clear. Even if you are not having textbook, then also it will clear to you. Here is a container. This container is a sealed container. It is sealed with a piston. Okay. Here is a liquid of certain substance, and this liquid is volatile, going to vaporize, and there is condensation also. There is an equilibrium, the liquid into vapor, liquid into vapor. There is vapor into liquid, both are going on. There is equilibrium between these two. Sealed container at a fixed temperature. This is the equilibrium system at a certain conditions. The volume of container is suddenly increased. The volume is going to increase. Means this piston is moved up to this level. यहाँ तक इसको ऊपर कर दिया हमने. From here it is pulled up to this place. Volume is sudden increase. This is the way to increase the volume of the container. Volume is suddenly increased. The question: what is the initial effect of change on vapor pressure? वेपर प्रेशर विल इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज? यस बेटा, कोई भी बताइए। हमने पिस्टन को ऊपर कर दिया, इट्स वेपर प्रेशर इज रिमेन सेम और इंक्रीज्ड और डिक्रीज्ड? Vapor pressure
Decrease.
means pressure applied by the vapors over the surface of liquid. Yes, beta. Tell me once again.
Decrease.
Vapor pressure increased.
Sir. Hello, hello.
जल्दी से बताया, अच्छे से बताओ बेटा। क्यों वो why are you hesitating? Don't hesitate, beta. It is your class. It is your turn to speak something. Don't hesitate. Speak loudly. Speak clearly. You can write it also on your system. Yes, beta. Once again, increase or decrease?
Decreased.
Vapor pressure decrease. Yes, vapor pressure will decrease because volume is going to increase, and when volume is increased, then concentration decreased. Concentration means number of moles in unit volume. Volume increase, moles is remain same. Vapor pressure is going to decrease. Yes, it is correct. Second part. How do reaction rate of evaporation and condensation change instantly initially? This rate of evaporation condensation, what is the way? This liquid will evaporize faster. Rate of evaporation becomes faster. This becomes faster to attain equilibrium again. So this forward reaction or vaporization process becomes faster. Good. How do rate of evaporation and rate of condensation change initially? अच्छा, ये तो हो गया ना. See, what happens when equilibrium is restored finally, and what will be the final vapor pressure? थोड़ी देर बाद again जैसे जैसे vapors बढ़ेंगे ना, its condensation rate will also going to increase. But after some time, rate of evaporation and rate of condensation both will be same. Equilibrium is achieved again. What happens when equilibrium is restored? Restored means there is again equilibrium. Finally, and what will be the final vapor pressure? क्या होगा फाइनल वेपर प्रेशर? पहले के जैसा होगा या कम होगा? यस बेटा, टेल मी. Again, the equilibrium will achieve. Rate of vaporization, condensation will be same. So, what is about the vapor pressure? ये उतना ही होगा, कम होगा, ज्यादा होगा? When
Change.
equilibrium will change. क्यों बेटा change क्यों होगा? Equilibrium will not change. When the again equilibrium achieved, the more amount of vapor is there. There is more rate of evaporation and rate of condensation are going to be constant, going to be same. The amount, the concentration is not going to change. So that the equilibrium concentration, equilibrium constant will remain same. Another one. These are the three parts. Okay. What is Kc for the following equilibrium? Concentration. Here the reaction is given, concentration of reactant products given. What we have to do in the question number 2? This is the reaction. The reaction is SO2 plus O2. Sulfur dioxide is a gas plus O2 is a gas. It is going to form sulfur trioxide, SO3, which is also a gas. 2SO3, 2SO2. This is the equilibrium. The concentration of SO2 is given, O2 is given, SO3, all three concentration given. What is Kc for that? Means we have to write the expression of Kc. Kc is equal to, क्या लिखना चाहिए बेटा? Molar concentration of the product. Product is SO3. Molar concentration of SO3 raised to power 2. 2 is coefficient, that's why power 2. Divided by molar concentration of SO2 raised to power 2, molar concentration of O2 raised to power 1. Since Kc is given, calculate Kc, that's why we have to write in terms of concentration. Simply if the question is calculate Kp, then as per the given data, we have to write whether Kc or Kp is needed. Concentration is given, that's why we have to go for Kc. Fill the values. This SO3 concentration is 1.9. This is equal to 1.9 square divided by SO2 0.60 raised to power 2 and O2 concentration 0.82. इसको सॉल्व कर दीजिए. दिस इज द वैल्यू ऑफ Kc. हियर इज द 1.9 वैल्यू ऑफ Kc. सो ऐसे ऐसे क्वेश्चंस हैं बेटा, इनको ट्राई करिए, सॉल्व करिए. वन क्वेश्चन सी दैट 7.4 राइट द एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम कांस्टेंट. एग्जाम में जरूर आएगा एक क्वेश्चन इससे. 2NOCl gives 2NO gas plus Cl2 gas. इक्विलिब्रियम कांस्टेंट Kc की बात कर रहा है ना. तो ऐसे जैसे अभी आपने लिखा ना, प्रोडक्ट ऊपर रिएक्टेंट को नीचे स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट के साथ, ऐसे इनके सॉलिड है. सॉलिड के लिए नेक्स्ट है सेकंड CuNO3 ट्वाइस सॉलिड. सॉलिड कॉन्सेंट्रेशन इज यूनिटी, तो इसमें हम CuNO3 को इंक्लूड नहीं करेंगे इस एक्सप्रेशन में. मीन्स reactant concentration is not there, only numerator will be there, no denominator. So beta, thank you all, and if any problem we will discuss tomorrow. In this, even a numerical problem, any difficulty, we will discuss tomorrow in the class. Otherwise we have to start the next unit. So thank you beta. Do the questions of exercise yourself, try it. Any difficulty, you ask your difficulty, and that will be discussed here only. Thank you, Baton. Thank you all. Thank you very much.